Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome to Let Them Trade, which is a nice chilled out game about building cities and then connecting them all together so they can do a bit of trading. So we look around the map, and it is a very pretty map. It's a gorgeous world they've created. It's kind of like on a table. It's like you're playing a sort of a tabletop board game type thing, but it is very pretty. Plus, it's got hexagons, and as we all know, hexagons are the bestagons, so that's all good news. So we look around the map for a resource, and there's loads of different types. There's clay and wood and fish and stone and all that kind of stuff. And then when we found something, we build a city nearby to make use of that resource. And then when that city's up and running, we can connect it to the other cities and trading can commence. And the good thing is that the trading is mostly automated. It's all carried out between the citizens of the actual cities themselves. We don't need to go in and micromanage everything. If somebody in one city wants some wood and they know that somebody else is selling some wood in another city, they will sort that trade out themselves. We don't need to go in and sort of explicitly tell them to go there and buy the wood. It's all dealt with by the people in the cities, which is all very good. I like that. So it's a little bit sort of hands off, if you like. But of course, it's not all plain sailing, because there are, and I quote from the Steam store page, cheeky bandits. Oh, those bandits are so cheeky. So yeah, we need to look after our trade routes to stop them being plundered by the cheeky bandits, who, to be honest, do sound quite fun. But yeah, they are bandits, so they are the bad guys, but at least they're cheeky and not like violent or whatever. So do you know what I think? Let's just get on with it, shall we? Time to play a bit of the demo of Let Them Trade, because we are playing the demo today, and do a spot of trading. Okie doke, here we go, and we are here with the king. Hello there, your highness. How are you? Lovely crown, very nice. Now you might notice up on the shoulder of the king just here, there appears to be a squirrel. But that's not just any squirrel. Oh no, absolutely not. That is Mr. Nuts. The squirrel is so important that he's got a name. He is a named character, which is just magnificent. So say hi to the king, everybody. Hello there. Hello, your majesty. How are you? And now say hi to the king's pet squirrel. Come on, don't be shy. Say hi to Mr. Nuts, everybody. Hi, Mr. Nuts. How are you? I do like the fact the king does have a pet squirrel. I'm not quite sure why, but do you know what? It's okay. It's a lovely pet, and I'm sure Mr. Nuts is very, very nice indeed. So there we go. There's the king. There's Mr. Nuts. And the king, or at least I assume it's the king saying this, I don't think it's Mr. Nuts. I don't think Mr. Nuts has a speaking part just yet. So the king is saying, welcome back, my dear subject. Welcome to your first real job. And he's saying first real job because the king and Mr. Nuts and I just did a couple of tutorial missions before we dived into the proper mission here. Because, I thought I'd better kind of cover the tutorials just to make sure that I wasn't absolutely utterly incompetent when we went into the proper bit of the demo. So, I can now offer just regular levels of incompetence, the type of incompetence that you've come to expect in a regular Geek Cupboard video. So there we go, that's all fine. So welcome to your first real job, thank you so much. Isn't this place lovely? Yeah, it does look quite nice, to be fair. Trees, mountains, and by the scent of salt on the air, the ocean must be nearby. Do you know what would make this place even more beautiful? If it were economically productive. Okay, if you say so. Some people might possibly disagree, but okay, we'll go with it. Today, your goal is to build up a basic economy with all the resources which the peasant inhabitant class needs. Potatoes, wood, fish, and wool. I've built a research centre and a provisioner to speed things up a bit. Let's get building. Okay, your highness. Okay, Mr. Nuts. Let's go and get building, shall we? Okay. Here we go. Oh, right. Hello there. There are no cities here, so we're going to have to start from scratch. You know how this goes. Start with 2 cities, one which produces potatoes and one for wood. Okay, right. We shall get to that in a moment, your highness. However, first things first, we can see that time is ticking by. We know that to be the case. There's a counter here, and there's a little counter here sort of topping up. So we know time is ticking by, which I think means before we go and do anything else, it's time for us to ask a very important question, and I think you all know what it is, so say it along with me, everybody. Is spacebar pause? And yes, I can happily confirm that spacebar is pause. Well done, game. Good job. Right, now that time is paused, let's go and take a little look around, because it is very pretty. I mean, yay for hexagons. They're the bestagons. We like that. But it's really pretty. It is like a sort of a child sort of playset type thing, like a board game almost. So these are little tiles that you would get out of a board game and kind of arrange if you were playing. And look over here. The castle looks like a little sort of wooden castle, and the spires look like they're made of wood, and there's a little sort of, what is that? Oh, they've got like a telescope. There's like a little sort of observatory type thing here, and there's a workshop type thing over here, but it all looks very lovely and very charming. And then over here, we've got Sir Roderick. So Sir Roderick is one of our knights, so he's waiting to do various stuff for us. We'll come to him in a second. So hello there, Sir Roderick. And then around us, yeah, we've got little kind of forest tiles. That I think is desert. Oh, that's barren land. Okay, is that desert? Okay, so barren land and desert look kind of similar, but okay, so that's barren land, that's desert, that is obviously a forest, got ourselves nice kind of fertile soil over here, got mountains going on, and then around the edge, we've got these grey tiles. Now these grey tiles here, they are unexplored, so we don't know what's there. There could be all sorts of exciting goodies. However, that's where our knight comes in. So first things first, let's get Sir Roderick here to go and do some exploring. You can go and wander about and have a look around, and whilst you're doing that, we can do some other stuff. So what we need to do is click on that little button there, and he can go and do some scouting. The only thing is, where do we go scouting? Where's going to be the best place? So click that. I think maybe, let's pop him down here, look. Let's go down here and you can see if there's anything around here, because ideally we need to find the sea. So if you head over there, because our goals are over here in the corner, that is kind of in the way. Click here. I'm going to click here and then click out to make that notification go away. There we go. So our main quest is to produce potatoes and wood and fish and wool. Now, potatoes grow out the ground. There's plenty of ground. That's fine. Wood from trees. That's okay. Wool, I'm not quite sure how we get wool. I don't know if we need to find, like, sheep sort of roaming on the map or whatever, or whether we can build pastures and things and then just, produce the sheep just ad hoc. But fish, they're going to require the sea. They need some sort of, sea or a lake or whatever to live in. So at the minute, we can't complete our main goal of producing fish because we don't know where water is. So hopefully, if we have a nosy around here, we can try to find some water. However, let's unpause time for a second and let's just take a look at Sir Roderick, because Sir Roderick is wonderful. The knights are amazing. Look at that. So they're like a little sort of wooden knight on a wooden horse, and you can see these sort of the workings of the legs. They're sort of like on these little sort of things. You can move them back and forth. It is like a child's toy. It's wonderful. I mean, I think we're on a table. I think we are sort of playing this like it's on a table. Yeah, there we go. We're sort of playing this like a board game. Oh, slippers. Oh, and chairs and things. Oh, okay. Oh, crikey. Okay, right. You can zoom out an awful lot. I wasn't expecting that level of zoom out. There's a cat. Hello there, cat. There's a cat over there. I think the cat might be asleep. Its head is very gently bobbing. Okay, so there's a cat over there. Okay, don't let the cat near the board because they might sort of knock all the bits off or whatever. But yeah, look, we're a little sort of, I don't know what room that is. Like a little sort of, like a sunroom or a conservatory or something. It's very nice. Lots of plants. I appreciate the amount of plants. There are so many plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 11 plants in one end of this room. That is very impressive. And there's a little radio type thing. There's a giant acorn for some reason, but okay. And down here, there is let them trade. That is, oh, that's quite fun. So it is like a board game. That is the box that this board game, sort of air quotes, board game has come in. So yeah, you keep all the different kind of hex tiles in here. So it's like we are playing a board game on this table, and that's the box. Oh, I like that. That is very good. That is a nice touch. That's wonderful. Okay, right, hang on. Let's go back to actually doing sort of kingdom management and trading and stuff. But I like the fact that we are sort of playing this on a table. It is a sort of a board gamey kind of a feel to it. Okay, so what else do we have going on? So that's our main quest. Side quests are to do with wood and potatoes. So yeah, build 2 city centres, 2 potato farms and 2 lumberjacks. That'll just happen by virtue of us just playing the game. And build 2 city centres. We need to do that to actually get all these other things in. So that'll just happen as well. And then over here, we've got 7,000 money. I don't know if it's gold or whatever, but 7,000 monies. And then we can see the sort of current items that we have around the castle. So we haven't got much. So yeah, we've got some planks. There we go, some lovely planks. And as time ticks by, you can see the price of these. You can see the sort of the demand and the price and stuff. So planks, then potatoes, and then wood. And that's kind of it. That's all we have going on. So right now, we need to build a couple of cities, one to gather wood and one to grow potatoes. So I think if we put a city just here, that could be our little kind of potato city. So it's got 5 good fertile soil tiles around it. But this tile here we can use to put housing on because the people in the cities need to live somewhere. So that can be like a little kind of housing tile. So let's sort out the potatoes first. In fact, let's let Sir Roderick just nip past this area just so he's not in the way of like building and stuff. There we go. That will do the job. Right, so go down to basics and grab us a city centre. So at the minute we can have 5 of these and they cost 1,000 apiece. Crikeys, okay. So we need to grab a city centre and we can't put it there because it's too near, but we can. Does that mean we can't build there? Can't build adjacent to the castle building. Botherations. Okay, that does not help overly. That's not particularly useful, but okay. Is there anywhere else where we could build? No. Okay, so it's not going to be perfect. I think then we put it just here. In fact, if we put it there, it's still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots around it for the lovely kind of potato fields. One spot's kind of wasted with this mountain, but never mind. Never mind. Right, let's put it there then. So, boop. In goes our little kind of potato growing settlement. And I think, yeah, they get assigned like a mayor, a ruler or whatever. So that's going to be called Briar Hollow. And then, possibly over here, we could set up a little kind of sort of like a forestry type place because we need to get some wood as well. So I think over there is going to be the best shout. Possibly if we put it here. Hang on, where's the thing? We can't put it. Okay, that's going to be a bad idea. So if we put it here, we get a little kind of lumberjack just here, housing here, and then we could eventually move over there as well. So I think, again, yeah, that's going to be the best thing. A mountain is a bit of a nuisance, but never mind. So pop that in like that. And there we go. Right, tick time on. And people will nip out here and do a bit of building. At the minute, nothing much is happening. But yeah, they are sort of, they're slowly doing some building and stuff will appear. And yeah, Roderick is down here doing some scouting. Okay. What have you found, Roderick? So Roderick has 5 supplies. He's got like 5 little kind of scout bags. And every time he explores a tile, he uses up one of those. So when that gets down to 0, he won't be able to explore anymore. And he'll wander back over to the castle and then top that back up. I think that's what that does. That is the provisioner, which you can build, but we got given one at the start, which was quite nice. Okay. We got given some money from completing the 2 town centres. Okay, so Briar Hollow here and then Wheatlow over there, which is unfortunate because Wheatlow isn't going to be producing food. It's going to be doing trees, but never mind. Right, let's go to here then. So people are going to need a house, but we also need to get a lumberjack in to chop down some trees. So over here, let's get our first lumberjack in. And you can see there's like a little sort of green arrow type thing. So that's showing how far the people need to travel between the lumberjack and the town centre. So not very far at all. So pop that in like that. And we're going to need a house. So if we put the house just here, in fact, if we put a house here, and then, yeah, lumberjack here and a lumberjack here and a house. Yeah, that'll work out fine, wouldn't it? So we'll put a house just here for now then. So put a house just there. And then we're going to do a very similar thing over here with Briar Hollow. But instead of putting down sort of lumberjack things, we need to put down potato farms. So hooray for potato farms. So if we put the potato farm just there, and then grab as a house and put it just there, that is all fine. Okay, so already we've completed one of those goals. 2 out of 2 city centres done. And it's not going to be too long until those are done. Because it's very easy to get these sort of sorted out. So there we go. Right, he's coming home. Did you find the sea? No, you did not. Botherations. Okay, never mind. That's all fine. Yeah, so now they need to start moving stuff around. They need to start moving goods around between the city centre and our build size. But they've done that, so there we go. Roderick pops back home and he's going to start topping up on his scouting stuff again, which is handy. Okay, so let's get these done. And hopefully you're also building over there, which is nice. And before these are all sort of set up, we're also going to get the road sorted out. So we can build a road between here and the castle. But we'll also put it down to Briar Hollow as well, so they are connected. So if we do that for 240 of our monies, a big road appears, and there we go. Those places are now connected. So when they eventually do have goods to share, they can share them, which is all very nice. And so Roderick is carrying on. Oh, he's not finished scouting. He didn't finish scouting around here. So he's just going to carry on. But there we go. We've now got ourselves a little kind of thing down here. So there is a farm, and that's where people live. Look, and they've got little houses. They've got, I was going to say it's bunting, but no, it's clothes. It's t-shirts and towels and underpants and everything. Okay, yeah, they're out here, look, having a chat, little teeny tiny people. And over here, we've got them doing some farming. There's a big pile of potatoes. Lovely. Okay, and we can see wood is being sent on this little thing. So yeah, look, they're just sorting this out. So over here, the people of Wheatlow went, oh, crikey, we need some potatoes here. And these guys here went, do you know what? We need some wood. So that's just come from Wheatlow, and they've picked up some potatoes, taken it back to Wheatlow, and Wheatlow has provided that little sort of caravan thing there with wood, and they're going to bring that back over here. So they're trading without us having to do anything. That's just kind of happening by just virtue of them needing stuff and the other place providing it, which is good. I notice we do have a thing over here. So scout some more tiles with the knight, have 4 out of 8 inhabitants at once, and trade wood and potatoes. Okay, that's fine. Right, so I think let's complete this sort of little sub-goal here then. Let's get that done. So get us another lumberjack, put that in there, and another peasant house, put that in there, and then get us another potato farm, put it there, and get us another house. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. And put that there. That'll do. Splendid. Okay, so that should then complete that goal. Meanwhile, Sir Roderick is just carrying on scouting around here in search for the sea, which is good. But yeah, look, this getting on with it. Let's move time on a tiny bit quicker. Because, yeah, they do build things at a leisurely pace, which is okay. It's fine. It's a nice, chilled, laid-back sort of game. It's fine. They can take their time. But yeah, there we go. So, peasant home is done. And then we're going to get another little kind of lumberjack thing done. Yay! And that's all sorted as well. There we go. Right, pause time for a second. So, hello there, Your Highness. Good. Now, a happy population wants more than just the very basics. They also want some luxuries. I, for example, cannot imagine life without my solid gold and mother of pearl jacuzzi. Does Mr. Nuts go into that with you? It's these simple pleasures that keep you going after a hard day's work. I'm not entirely sure that we can provide all of our peasants with a solid gold and mother of pearl jacuzzi. That might be pushing our resources a little bit. I mean, we can give it a go if that's what you want. In the case of peasants, their luxury resources are fish and wool. You will need to build 2 new cities, one for sheep farms and one for fisheries. Sheep farms can be built on any fertile soil. Fisheries must be built on fishing ground tiles. Don't forget, new buildings need to be researched. Okay, firstly, send your knight to go and scout. I'll highlight a tile tip for you to show you where the shoreline is. Oh, okay, right, so we kind of preemptively jumped the gun there a bit. And, okay, our poor knight, poor Sir Roderick, is looking in completely the wrong place. Head over there, Sir Roderick. I'm very sorry. I've sent you to the wrong corner of the map. I do apologise. But never mind, down here's okay, look. That's quite nice. So yes, we then need to get some fish from over here. And yeah, we need to do some research now. We've got to do some research. And we do that over here, look. So we can research new buildings and upgrades. And I think this is what we can do in the demo. But there's quite a lot of other stuff. Because you can take the goods that you get and then you can refine them. So we've got like gold mines and brick making and bakeries. Oh, we can have bread, that'd be the dream. And then citizens at potteries and carpentry. And then the aristocrats are at the top there, being a kind of fancy and sort of showy off in not actually doing any work. But yeah, that's kind of what they do. So at the minute, we're down here. So we need to unlock these things. So unlock the fishery building, unlock the sheep farm, unlock the quarry, unlock the tavern. I don't know what the tavern does. I'm not quite sure. We can also unlock better versions of what we have already. So we can get, say, better peasant homes, level 2 ones. We can get better sort of potato farms and better lumberjacks. What does that do? So the peasant homes, if we upgrade those, that is... Oh! It means they can just fit another person in. Oh, that's quite handy. I mean, maybe let's do that. Let's get the sawmill in first, because planks are a good thing to have. So we'll research a sawmill. And I think what happens is they're just going to go and grab what they need to just bring those things in. Did you find the sea? Oh no, he ran out of goodies. Okay, runtime on very quickly. So yeah, the people from the castle, there you go. Look, I think that's them bringing in the 8 logs they need to do that research, which is very handy. Right, and then so Roderick is going to pootle over here, and hopefully when he's done this little look around, he will find the sea. Has he found the sea? Nope, still not quite found the sea just yet, but there we go. New resource found, fish, and there are some fish. Okay, so there we go, do that. Splendid. And the sawmill is unlocked. Okay, so now let's do some upgrades. Let's upgrade our existing things to make them better. So, okay, potato farm. Let's upgrade our potato, or get the chance to upgrade the potato farms anyway. You then have to actually do the upgrade on them for resources, but that's okay. I mean, at the minute, it's looking okay. So, you know, the value of a potato seems pretty standard. That's okay. And the value of wood seems okay. That's fine. But people are asking for planks. So maybe now we get ourselves a sawmill. We're going to need a sawmill. And we can put that over here, because that makes sense if it's near to where we actually gather the wood. The only thing is, we might need another person to actually go and work in it. So if we go... If we put that there, and then grab us another kind of peasant house type thing, let's put that in like that. That should be okay, so they can go and work in there. That should be fine, possibly. But yeah, we are going to need some more planks. And then, yes, wool and fish are also what we need as well. But okay, we'll get round to that in a second. Okay, so let's move time on. Get that sorted. It might take a while to build the plankery, because, yeah, it's a bigger, slightly more advanced building. And yeah, whilst that's being constructed, we can then get our potato farms leveled up, which will be very good. So there we go, potato farm level 2. That is splendid. And yeah, there's different kind of modifications now as well. So hang on a minute. Let's go and upgrade our peasant houses. Let's get them upgraded to level 2. And we will head over here and look at a potato farm. So that one there, let's pick on you, the original potato farm. So we can level that up now. We can level that up. So we'll do that to make it, you know, better. That's fine. So runtime on, because it needs resources. They've bought a few in, which is handy. Yep, that's going to work on it. Yeah, I like the way it just build up as well. Little bit sort of pop up. And yeah, that looks like a little sort of wooden building block thing. But there we go. That is done. So that's now able to produce more stuff. And we can also now pick a little modifier. So we can pick bigger fields. So we can have another peasant slot, which increases the output by 50%. Okay, let's do that then. Let's do that. And yeah, you can, if you want to, hold left shift to toggle similar buildings. So if you had loads of upgraded potato farms, you could then left shift and click to apply that thing to all of them. But we've only got that one upgraded one now, so that's fine. So we will have in here some bigger fields, please, which means we can now get a third peasant in. The other thing is, I don't think we have a peasant available over here. I don't think we have anybody around. No, because they're all employed. However, when we get our house upgrade thing done, we can then expand these a little bit. We can make the houses bigger and fit more people in them. So let's wait until that's done. It's on 70%, 80%. Yeah, they're doing research over. That's research land, look. Because you can tell, because they've got researchy bottly things. Okay, right, splendid. So then, yes, if we go to, say, here and upgrade that for 10 wood and 10 planks, I think we should have some planks. How about over in the castle, we store some planks? Because, yeah, the castle can be used as like a generic storage thing. So, yes, I think in the castle we should try and store 61 planks, because I can't get it on 60 because I can't do the slider right. But there we go, 59 or 61. We would like 61 planks exactly, please, over here. And yeah, we can either just sort of buy them in immediately, or we can sort of set up deals and things. But I think, yeah, we're going to buy or sell the resources automatically to the target amount. So we're going to try and put 61 planks into the castle. which is pretty good. Quite happy with that. That's nice. And there we go. That's been upgraded. So that's now a level 2 peasanty home. Yeah, so they've got their basic needs of wood and potatoes, but they are lacking the luxuries of fish, the luxurious fish. But yeah, that's now got a person in it. So now we're producing more potatoes, which is nice. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. How are we doing over here? Oh, okay, right. There is much water over here. And so Roderick is just carrying on, boldly, nobly exploring. Well done. Head over there, look. You can head over there, Sir Roderick, now. That can be your new sort of search area. I don't think you can get across the water, so that, I assume, is going to be the edge of our kind of, some of our boundaries. But that's fine. But look, planks have now lit up. We are producing planks, and there's a chart. And I'm going to pretend to understand the chart and go, yes, the mean production price has gone up, and the mean market price also has a line. So yeah, that's good. Yay for the lines on the chart there. It's very impressive. Also, each city has its own kind of budget. So over here, Wheatlow, we can see, has got 1.6k gold in it. And over here, we can see Briar Hollow also has 1.6k gold. So that's their own money. Our gold is here, 5.7k, and we get a little tiny share of each transaction. I can't quite recall the numbers. In fact, I say tiny share, it might be 25% possibly. We might get quite a lot of share of all the different transactions that take place. But yeah, we do get to keep some money from it. So we want to make sure that people do carry on trading. At the minute, we are losing a little bit, but we're buying resources in for the castle. We're making sure that we've got that many planks. Yeah, we're up to 62 apparently. I thought it was 61 we ordered, but okay, apparently we're looking for 62 now. Okay, that's fine. Somebody ordered it up to 62. I agree, I concur. Okay, let's do then this here, because we've got ourselves level 2 peasant homes and level 2 potato farms. Let's get level 2 lumberjacks, please. Let's sort that out, and then we'll level up the sawmill. And then we shall grab ourselves the tech required to build ourselves a sheep farm, because that would be quite a handy thing as well. But yeah, that's one of our key things. But there we go. So right now, let's get the research done to upgrade our lumberjacks. Right, there we go. Level 2 lumberjacks are available. So let's pop a few of those in. I mean, let's upgrade that one for now. So yes, we'll do that. And then maybe over here, we can upgrade that potato farm, and just here, upgrade that house. So now we can really kind of maximize the amount of potatoes we're making from what we've got over here. So that's quite good. And then over here, let's do the same thing, shall we? So lumberjack, yes, please make that level 2. And peasant home, make it level 2. Yeah, what is that? Is that a peasant home level 1? We'll make that level 2 as well. So a great big kind of upgrade project there. Many resources going into all this, but that's okay, that's fine. Right, so get time ticking on, get that done, and yes, we should have, if we get all that done, a nice steady supply of potatoes, which is important, and a good steady supply of wood, which is handy, and also possibly even planks. Yeah, we can't upgrade the sawmill yet, but if we do that, then we will be able to. So there you go, yeah, we'll get ourselves a level 2 sawmill, just to make it a little bit more effective. And okay, oh, that's not done yet. Hang on a minute. There we go. Run time on a bit quicker. Come on, finish all this work down here, please. I'd like to... Okay, they're not doing that, but over here, we can now get ourselves a special bonus. There we go. So the sort of modifier for the lumberjack is a forester, plus 1 peasant slot, plus 50% output. So we'll take that. Thank you very much. And the same for that one as well. Very good. And then over here, we want to do the same kind of a thing. Why are we not finishing this? What do we need? It's 90% done. I don't know why that says 90%. Is it a 90% workforce? Okay, well, let's make bigger fields go with that then. That seems like a good idea. It's like it's not finished. Construction resources missing. Yeah, it's not finished. I don't know what they need to finish it. I'm not quite sure. And that's not done either. Oh, it's bits of wood, I think. Oh, of course, maybe whilst these were being upgraded, there wasn't any wood available. But now there is some wood. Okay, well, that's fine. Also, planks. Yeah, we did get up to the amount, I think, but now they've come back out again. But that's okay. There are no potatoes We've got no potatoes. Okay, but money is ticking up. Okay, which is fine. Yeah, we need to get some wood. We need to get some wood over here. But hopefully, now they've sorted all this out, we can now gather a bit more wood again. We don't want that all the wood to go here. We need some just regular wood, please. Could we... Oh, it's almost up to the limit anyway. That's fine. That's not a problem. But yeah, resource needed by provisioner. We need more potatoes. But I think now, there you go. More wood's gone into here, has it? To finish that house. Can we see what they need? Basic needs is wood and potatoes. Okay. That's a bit weird, but okay. Why do they need wood? Oh, to burn for like firewood, possibly? I'm not quite sure why these aren't complete. That's implying that it's finished. Oh, it needs planks. It needs planks. Okay. I mean, there should be plenty of planks, but maybe they're going elsewhere. Possibly the planks have been used over here. So now the planks are piling up in the in Wheatlow, the city of Wheatlow. They can then eventually sell them over here to Briar Hollow to finish this off. I think that's the issue, yes. They had 8 planks, but they need 10. And possibly, is this planks? I think it might be planks coming down here, so they can maybe finish that off. That's 8 out of 10 still. They're taking potatoes out of here. They're moving that around. This is good. Can we sort of get on with this? There we go. Was that it? Was that planks? I don't think that was planks either. Okay, a minor kind of plank issue going on, but I think it'll be fun. They'll get sorted eventually. Here comes, in fact, 4 more planks. So let's see where they go. They go into here. They come out here. That must be 2. There you go. Boom. Sorted. So yeah, I think maybe there was just a tiny kind of break in sort of plank supply whilst everything was being changed around over here. But now everything is fine again. Yay for many, many planks. Good job, plankery people. And actually, while we're here, let's upgrade the plankery, shall we? So there we go. Let's upgrade it to a level 2 plankery just to make it a little bit better. Plus 20% output. That is not a bad thing. And now that's underway, I think let's get us a sheep farm unlocked. That is some planks and some wood, but that's not an issue. So there we go. We'll do that. I do feel like maybe we should get another plankery set up. Can we get another one of these? Well done, Sir Roderick. I kind of forgot that you were doing stuff. Thank you so much. Yeah, can we get another plankery set up? Is that a good idea? Can we sort of put one, say, around here? So people can get that. The wood can go from in there. But if we put another plankery here, and then a forester here and a house here, that could be an entire operation up and running, which is pretty good. So we'll do that. We'll put a house in, and we'll put a lumberjack in. There we go. That's quite good. That's a whole new kind of big operation going on over there. That's going to be quite useful. Okay, we've unlocked the secrets of sheep. So already, let's get the sheep farm level 2 upgrade done, because we might as well. And yes, then we need to get another city set up that can deal with sheep. That can just be our like little sort of sheep farming thing. I'm thinking it's got to be on fertile soil. There isn't that much of that around really. There's a big bit down here. So maybe if we put it here, we can sort of spread down into this, I don't know, like mountain valley bit. And then over there, possibly, that might be the best idea. So if we put that just there, and then connected that up with a road, but also, how expensive would it be to have a road coming from there, and then going across to here directly? So they're coming around this way. Is that going to be expensive? Possible. That's only 8. I know, it's nothing. We've got 3.7 thousand monies. It's fine. So if we go like that and just build a road, that's another way they can go without having to wander through Briar Hollow. They can just go that way if they want to, which is marvellous. Right. Wormstead. Okay, Wormstead. It's time for the people of Wormstead to start working on sheep. So here we go. Let us get a sheep farm and a house, and then we shall get over here another sheep farm and another house. Okay, splendid. So they can work on that, and that means soon we shall have wool. Yeah, we need another city centre apparently, and some fisheries and some sheep farms. We need to trade wool. That's going to be a big important milestone. And yes, eventually we can start upgrading our cities, but I don't think we can do it now. I think... Oh, hang on. Can we? No, I think they have to have their basic resources covered. That is upgrade to village. Oh, I was calling them cities, but they're not cities. They're like little tiny outposts. But okay, so yeah, we can upgrade that to a village for 250 monies. But do we want to do that right now? I thought it was just when we had all their things covered, but maybe not. I'm not quite sure. Right, how are the sheep? Oh, they're done. It's done. And there are some teeny tiny little kind of sheep hopping around, which is marvellous. And a shepherd with a little kind of crook thing. Okie dokie. Right, and then, because we can, let's just upgrade all of these. Because we know that's a thing that we can do. So boop and boop. Okay, so upgrade all that. So we should be able to then provide quite a lot of wool. Have we upgraded everything around here that we can do? Yes, they've got the extra potato sort of growing thing. They've got the bigger fields. That's good. And then over here, have we maximised this? Yeah, that's got 3. That's got 3. That's only got 2. But yes, we haven't got the thing over here, have we? We haven't done that. And we need another house. We need another peasant to go and live in that house, I feel. And we need a better sawmill. Okay. I kind of think that, oh, people are sad. All is fine here. There's a very sad face there. Are you sure all is fine? People look very grumpy. Some peasants have run out of potatoes. Oh, okay. Are we still looking low on potatoes? We're okay, aren't we? Are we okay? We produce 45 potatoes a minute. That's a lot of potatoes. And we're using 28 per minute, so we should have a half decent amount of potatoes. But yeah, apparently we haven't got any in the castle. So yeah, the night guy can't do his exploring. Although he is... I'm very confused. But okay, right. We've got wool. So that's going to make them happy for wool. So now let's turn our attention over here to catching fish. Okay, we have 2 locations where we can build ourselves a little fishing town. We could either go here, and there's 2 tiles next door with fish, or we could go over here, but that place might be eventually sort of hemmed in a bit by these mountains. That place there can at least kind of expand out that way if we need to. Although, of course, we might not really have to because the fish are this way in the water and not over here in the desert. So I don't really think it matters too much. I think maybe that one is marginally closer, possibly. So we'll go for that one there. So let's grab us another city centre. And I think if we put it here, then we can build the houses here and here, and then the fisheries here and here, which will be next to the housing. So that'll make it nice and efficient. So let's do that, shall we? Let's go for full efficiency. It's very ungeekable. So put that there. Very good. And then we will go to here and put down a house, and go to here and put down a house. Okay. I realise we haven't unlocked the fisheries yet, but by the time they've built the house, that should be done. So there we go. We'll get that done as well. We're like multitasking. It's brilliant. And we shall get ourselves a road and bring it like that. And there we go. So the new place, which as yet doesn't have a name, Shadowmere. Oh, that's a little bit spooky sounding. That's where the bad guys live. Shadowmere is now connected, which is good. And yeah, we need to get the whole fishing thing done because soon we're going to have people in houses, but they're just not going to have anything to do, which is unfortunate. We will, of course, make the houses bigger. That's quite good. And we are 90% of the way done researching fisheries. Come on. I mean, how difficult can it be? You catch the fish. That's kind of all you need to do. You stick a bit of wood out into the sea, like a dock or whatever, and then you catch fish. That's it. That's the extent of the research we need right now. There we go. Splendid. Okay, so how about then we upgrade the fisheries because we can. And in fact, you know what we didn't do? I don't think. Did we upgrade the sheep farms? Yes, we did, but we didn't pick the thing. We didn't pick the special bonuses. Okay, so we could either have... it's time pause. It is now. So yeah, we've got the 2 sheep farms. So we can have mountain goats. Plus 10% output when adjacent to a mountain. We're adjacent to mountains. Okay. So we could do that. Or we could have fences. Okay, so plus 1 plank input. So we need some more planks because the sheep, need their fences maintaining. But we can have another person. Oh, -1 peasant. Oh, so it frees up a peasant to go and work elsewhere. Oh, let's do that. Let's have one of each. Let's have mountain goats over there. And then just here, let's get some fences. Okay, wonderful. So I think, that's kind of freed up a person, which I guess is quite handy. That's quite useful. And then back over here, we can then get the fisheries in. So let's do that now, shall we? So go to peasants, and here we go. They're 200 apiece. Money is coming down a bit, but I think once this is done, people are going to be happy because they're going to have their 2 luxury resources. So if we get a fishery there and put another one there, that should be good. Oh, and they link together. They kind of, it looks like they've linked up because they're adjacent to each other. Look, they've got little kind of paths kind of connecting them together. Oh, the fish are like little tiny, teeny tiny like wooden fish just swimming around. I mean, if this was a real board game, there is the box. Those fish would be tiny. You'd lose those. They'd be lost in seconds. My goodness me. Okay, right, runtime on quickly. Let's do this, shall we? Let's get this done nice and quick because that's going to be complete. That's going to be complete. And then it's all about upgrading our cities to level 2. Oh, and tax income. 889 out of... Oh, it would like us to have, oh crikey, 300 tax income and to hold that for 1 minute. At the minute we've got 51.4, so we're not quite to that point just yet, but we're going to get there. I think when we get the fish in, that's going to encourage a lot of sort of trade and such, isn't it? This place here is looking very profitable. But it's because I think they've got additional stuff. Is that not finished? Is that not finished? That needs planks. Not planks, no, wood. I mean, there's literally next door. There is. Oh, there we go. It's finished now. Just as I looked at it, it finished. And over here, what do they need? Planks. Okay, right. We need a lot of planks, please. I did see there's a little star underneath. Adjust the priority for resource delivery and workforce distribution. Okay, so we've kind of said it's very important that we get some planks up here. They just brought some wool in, so that's good. Yay for wool. Some wood's gone into here because they need that. But yes, are you bringing planks? You're also bringing wool. We need more planks, please. Where are you going with those? Botherations. You're going down there. We need more planks. We haven't got enough planks. The plankeries are not plankerying quick enough. The sawmills... Oh, hang on a minute, hang on. They haven't got enough people. I think we need some more people over here. Did we miss that? There are 7 jobs open. Okay, crikey, that's what the problem is. We need to encourage more people to come in. But I think... look at the budget's going up. I think, the happiness, once that creeps up, people are going to be more enticed in, aren't they? If they know it's a nice, happy place to live, then it should be okay. They're on 85% happiness. So the people in Briar Hollow, pretty jolly. Wormstead, 40%, so not overly happy. Shadowmere, 40%. And, Wheatlow, 40%. Okay, yes. We've got... Oh, yeah, have we got anybody doing any jobs at all? We've got, not many peasants. Okay, 2 lumberjacks are in here now, which is good. Got 2 lumberjacks. Now it's down to 1 again. Botherations. Okay, we need to kind of try and sort that out. Is there something we can do to encourage people to move in or whatever? What about a tavern? That might encourage people to move in. Let's unlock that, although it does require 20 planks. And I think possibly the planks need to go over here, don't they? No planks. And still no planks. Oh my word. Okay. Right. That is an issue, isn't it? That's the final thing we need. Planks are going... Oh no, some are going over here eventually, look. Some... Oh, is that them? Are they planks? Oh no, that's more wool. Which is fine, but we need some more planks. Come on, right. The game is going as quick as it can. So we'll just let it kind of run on. Are they going to bring planks? Here's 2 more. Here's 3 more. That's 5 planks going the other way, but that's okay. So I think... Is that going to go all into there, into that fishery? Oh no, they've put some into that one as well. Can you put them all into one fishery? Because if you'd have put those 2 that went into that one, that would have been finished. And you could have had a nice fish and chip supper, because you've got loads of potatoes. So you could have had fish and chips there. I feel like maybe you've let yourself down slightly in that regard. The good news is that we are earning quite a bit of money from our trade income. So our money is creeping back up as time ticks by. So as we wait for the planks to get over here so we can complete our fisheries, we are raking in the cash, which is quite nice because, of course, that means later on we can build more stuff with it. Not quite at 300 just yet, but never mind. What about then Briar Hollow? Can we upgrade this? I'm going to press the upgrade button and see what happens. Okay, I've pressed the upgrade button and it requires planks. Oh dear. There's a lot of demand on planks. What's their happiness? Still on 40%. Some peasants have run out of the basic need of potatoes. Do we need to get... We need more potatoes. I think that's what we need. They're all very happy over here. They're all very jolly in this part of the world. So how about we get more potatoes? Can we actually? Hang on. Can we stock up on potatoes in here? Can we say we'd like 30-something potatoes in here? 32. So do what you need to do to stock up on potatoes in the castle, please. And down here, we will add another potato field. And where's that going to live, though? Because it's getting far away from the housing stuff, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, so add one of those in and another house. Oh, but that's too near that. No, I want the house to belong to that settlement. Ah, bother. Okay, hang on. That's fertile soil there, isn't it? Okay, so potatoes here, house here. Splendid. Okay, that'll do the job. Have we got the planks in here yet? No, we haven't. Everything is fine. You know, earlier on I said about regular levels of incompetence. I feel like that's being delivered right now. I feel like, expected levels of incompetence are being provided at this very second. They're bringing planks down here now. Oh, is it to sort out the sheep, possibly? Right, okay, are you taking planks? You're taking wood, which is fine. 5 planks. Here we go. Come on, this has got to be it. So they drop the stuff off here, and then the little delivery people move it over. No! No, that's 7 out of 10. You could have finished this fishery off. Why are you not doing this properly, you silly Shadowmere people? Deary me. Okay, never mind. Right, Briar Hollow is now a fancy level 2 settlement, la-di-da, with some high happiness. Peasants are quite happy and are paying a little extra, so we're making a tiny bit more money from them, which is good. But, hang on, yes, and over here, look, we are generating more potatoes, so increase that, up the level of that. That means we can make even more potatoes, which will hopefully then provide these people with enough of their basic resource, so they will then be happy, and 9 planks are coming in. Okay, this has got to be it. This has got to be what we need to finish the fishing operation. There we go. 92, 97, 100%, 100%. Great, congratulations. You now have an economy with the basic and luxury resources for the peasants. That was actually what I planned for today, but it's so nice here now that there's all this lovely trade going on. Yeah, it's alright, isn't it? It's nice. I've decided that this will be the perfect place for me to build a holiday retreat. Okay, you know the type. A little tower where I can put my feet up and look out over my domain, watching all those people out there toiling in the dirt. What can I say? You've got to have your little hobbies. Oh, look at Mr. Nutso just snuggling up to the king. You don't mind doing a little overtime, do you? Great. For the tower, you're going to need a few extra resources, so don't forget to do some more research. Okay. A tower. Oh, mission. Okay. So we're going to need... wood and planks. That's okay. Then we need stone. And then we're going to need... what's that? Oh, like a farm, like grain. Oh, okay. Right, hang on a minute. Hang on. Can we even do that kind of a thing? So stone is here and the wheat farm's here. Okay, fine. Yeah, let's unlock the secrets of a quarry. And also, over here, let's upgrade the fisheries. Just to make them a bit better. And the peasant homes are currently being upgraded. That one's being upgraded. So that should be okay. Right, okay. Speed time on. Let us research a quarry. I imagine that's going to have to go next to a mountain. I'm not quite sure. Is it... Ah, that stone just there. Oh dear. Okay, right, hang on. Is there any more stone? There's a bit over there. Ah, I just thought that was like more mountain, but that apparently is stone, which we need for the quarry. Oh dear. We might have to go over here, possibly. We might need to build over here with our stone. But that's okay. At the minute, we haven't even researched the quarry, so never mind. Right, let's let that tick up then, shall we? Let's get the quarry research done. And then once that's done, we're going to have to get a wheat farm unlocked. And then gather a huge load of wheat and a huge load of stone. And then build the King of Fancy Tower, which is fine. Is it worth upgrading another settlement to level 2? That one there, possibly? Is it worth doing that? Yes, if we do upgrade the city to level 2, upgrade it to a village, it does give us another transporter, so somebody actually within the city itself who's ferrying goods around, and another trader, because there is only a sort of a finite number of traders that each settlement has. So it might be worth doing that for those guys, because that's going to make them more efficient. And I think this is our big kind of hold up. That's so busy. So many people going in and out for planks and wood and everything else. It's very busy. So I think, yeah, we'll try and upgrade that. And yes, let's get the quarry research done as well. Let's make sure that we know how to do a little bit of kind of stone mining stuff. Okay, we've unlocked quarries, and it costs 200 money to build a quarry. That's absolutely fine. At the minute, we are making quite a lot of money, up to 3,000. So the cash isn't an issue. The big problem is going to be the planks, I think. I still think we are pretty low on planks. So yeah, it's going to take 15 bits of wood and 10 planks. But I think we need to get that in, because otherwise we can't build the big kind of tower thing for the king to go and sit in and sort of, you know, stare at us as we work really hard. So how about we get ourselves a city centre in? It does say 4 out of 5 city centres. So is one of our settlements going to have to kind of multi-purpose as a farm? Because we can't build another city centre. Unless, hang on, what about if Briar Hollow here also then works on this stone? Maybe that's what we need to do. Possibly that is the answer. We can just have Briar Hollow work on that stone there. And then we can say build a farm over here and connect that up to these 2 cities. That is what I think we need to do. Okay, right. Forget building over there. We're not going to do that. That was a silly idea. Right, quarry. So put a quarry in just here and get another quarry just there. And then we are going to need some more housing. My city has 2 construction sites. Really add another building? Sorry. But yes, really add another one. Absolutely. It's where people live. Okay, right. So get that done. Get that sorted. And yeah, we'll unlock the wheat farm as well. Let's do that. But I don't think we can complete that research until we've got some stone. So we've got to wait a little while to get that done. But that's fine. Right, the quarries are nearly done. Again, it's planks. We're lacking so many planks. I think the peasant home can be completed. Okay, so there we go. So peasanty house done. That's all good. If we upgrade it, it's another 10 planks. But I think it's possibly worth it. So boop. Get that done as well. And here we go. Look at that. 92%, 96%. What is the hold up? It is, of course, planks. What else would it be? So that needs 2. And that needs 1. Come on. Come on, there we go. That's a plank going in. And we have a quarry. Right, okay, so 2 people in there. We are now gathering stone. Okay, this is very good. They're picking that up. That's marvellous. Oh, so Roderick. So Roderick has sprung back into life. There must be ample potatoes over in the castle for them to, you know, generate the scouting resources for him to go and have a wander about. Okay, marvellous. Hello there, Sir Roderick. Welcome back. You've had a little while off. You've had quite a while off of not doing anything. So there you go. It's good to see you again. There we go. So we are now gathering stone. This is wonderful. And we can put that into the wheat farm research. Okay. This is going to take a while, isn't it? This is going to take a while. I mean, do we just start putting this down? Do we put down the tower and let them load it up with as much stuff as we can and then just, you know, get the sort of final bits of grain stuff in right at the end? Is that the best thing that we do? I mean, that's kind of in the middle. If we put that just there, then it's sort of near the middle of our territory, isn't it? So they're going to put the stuff into Briar Hollow and then move it back out over here. And I think the king might like his tower to be in a central position. So yeah, he can sit in it and, look out at everybody. And it's nice and in the middle. He can, look at everybody and laugh at how peasanty they are. So yeah, let's put it there. We're going to put it just here. And yeah, they can slowly but surely load that up with the resources that we have. And then eventually we will have to get some sort of grain and such like. But I think for now we're okay. So yeah, there we go. Let's let time tick on and try to get the wheat farm research done. Because that's going to be the next big thing, isn't it? Yeah, we can't put any fields over here. That's going to be no good for fields. So don't bother doing that. Are we able to... Can we put that in? No. It's too far. It's got to be adjacent to city buildings. Botherations. Okay, never mind. I mean, could we put, say, some fields over here? Wheat fields? Or do we just build a whole new city and make that, like, proper farm city? Maybe that's the best thing we do. And we can have 5 cities. We might as well have 5 and we'll just see how that goes. Wow. Shadowmere is super rich. That's the richest one we've got. Poor Wormstead just lagging behind, although they're very happy in Wormstead. Very happy. They're pretty happy. They're okay. They're good with life. They're overjoyed. How about the people of Wheatlow? Oh, even the people of Wheatlow are quite happy. Oh, that's good. Let's do some upgrading then. In fact, you know what? Let's upgrade Shadowmere first. So upgrade that, and then down here in Wormstead, get that done as well. Let's just do some upgrades. And then, yeah, that means I've got more people to move goods around. It makes things more efficient and more effective and all that kind of stuff. So, well, yeah, there we go. And the tower, they've put all the wood in. They've put all the stone in. They are slowly sorting out the planks, but that's like a common theme. That's the theme of everything, just slightly inefficient plankeries. And, of course, no wheat, no grain yet, because we haven't got anything that produces it. But I think... we can sort that out relatively soon. We'll be able to sort that out once they've got that wheat farm research done, which requires, what was it again? 60 bits of wood. Oh no, 30 bits of wood, 30 planks and 30 stone. So once I've got that done, it'll be fine. It's just going to take a while to get all the stuff in. But, right, okay, tick time on, let the money roll in, and just keep an eye on things and make sure that things are sort of okay. Here's a thought. With regard to our provisioner, who's stocking up Sir Roderick so he can go wandering about and looking at new tiles, do we need to do that anymore? Is that something that we can just sort of turn off? Because I don't think we need to do that. Oh, the wheat farm research is done. Good job, folks. I don't think we need to do that. Let's turn it off for now. And save the potatoes. And yeah, the people can have the potatoes. They can be potatoes of the people. Right, here we go. We've got quite a lot of money. We are spending a lot on buying resources for the castle. What are we buying in? We're buying in, potatoes. Okay, right, that's fine. Because we have got quite a lot of money. Okay, that's okay. That's not too bad. So, how about then we get in another settlement over here, and this can be, yes, this can be like wheat farm town. So put that in like that. That's lovely. And then we can get ourselves a wheat farm just there. That's nice, with a house. And then put another wheat farm here and pop another house just there. Okay, right. And then, of course, we want roads. Let's connect that up like so, and spend some money connecting that up as well. Very nice. Okay, is it worth possibly connecting them up via a nice road as well? I think we should. Let's put ourselves a road like that, and then a road going in like that. So they can kind of avoid that long journey there and just come straight down here. There we go. I think that's going to be pretty good. And this is Greenspur, with very lovely kind of pink roofs. Very nice. I like the little people at the top. They're quite fun. Little sort of, governor type characters. Yeah, look at that. These places are raking it in. Greenspur, not overly kind of rich right now, but of course they have only just materialised out of nothing, so that's fine. We'll upgrade those peasant homes. And what are we waiting for here? Planks. Oh, and a bit of stone. Okay, and that's just planks. Okay, so back to a sort of a plank issue. But that's okay. At least that stone's come in. Okay, we are running time on as quick as we can. So really, we just need to get some planks in. That's what we need. We need some planks over here. Once that's done, that's going to be fine. We're not buying them in over here. Nope, that's okay. No, we're not bothering doing that. That's all good. Also, we can turn off the potato buying thing now. I think we're okay. Just, yeah, we don't need the potatoes in there anymore. The potatoes can go to everybody else. It's all fine. Is it worth possibly getting another kind of sheep thing in over here? Or maybe down here, look, and put another house in. Because then we just got more wool. And that's just more stuff to trade. That could be quite good. We'll pop that in. Crikeys. We'll put that just there. And then put the house in here. There we go. That's going to be quite good. Are they finished yet? No, they're not. Come on. Ah, dearie me. Right, we need 10 more planks to finish that off. Although I think maybe they're loading that with planks. Okay, don't prioritise the tower. Prioritise the fields, please. We need to get little kind of wheat farms up and running. Because for some reason you need wheat to build a tower. I assume it's to fill the tower with lovely food so the king doesn't go hungry while he's watching his minions do his bidding. I assume it's to make like lots of bread and cake and such. But yeah, okay, right. We need planks over here. Really, really quickly, please. Come on, plankeries, do more plankering. Right, to try to sort out our plank issue, in that we just don't have enough of them, we've got the tier 3 plankery upgrade. We've researched that, and that sawmill there has been upgraded to tier 3. Has the other one gone up? Yes, it has. Okay, so now the 2 sawmills are tier 3. So they should be working a little bit more efficiently, so hopefully we are producing a lot more planks. So over here, yeah, there we go. I just saw some planks go in. The planks have gone back out. Is that enough? Right, that one is done. We've got a wheat farm up and running finally. It took a while. It took a long while, but there we go. So the people of Greenspur now have something to do, or at least these guys do. And possibly, there we go. That one is also done. Okay, so 2 lovely wheat farms now operational. And I think the only place where the wheat needs to go is over to the King's Tower. So let's get that done as soon as we can. So I think, yeah, can we see how long it takes for them to actually do this? It takes 60 seconds. Okay, so they are producing a little bit of wheat. There's 12 wheat in there right now. Okay, they produce quite a lot each time. Okay, so they take that. That goes into there. And, yeah, are people coming to pick up the wheat and take it away? Because I think, yeah, is that another kind of luxury resource type thing? Or is that not required? Oh, dear. Okay, we've got a little bit of an issue with, yes, with our wood. Right, what we'll do is then, let us get ourselves more efficient lumberjacks so they can chop down the trees a bit quicker. That seems like a good plan to me. I like that. And, yeah, look at that. The wheat is going into the King's Tower. That is wonderful. I mean, it's all looking pretty good. It's all looking good. The growth of Shadowmere stalled a bit, but it does have a very singular purpose to Shadowmere. Shadowmere is just get fish from these bits here. If I were to do this again, I would possibly have put the capital, the main sort of city centre thing just here, and then we could have had, say, a house here and a house here, a house there and a house there, and then we could have got those 4 fishing spots from one settlement. But I didn't think about that at the time, unsurprisingly. But there we go. Right, so we've got tier 3 lumberjacks. So let's upgrade those. Oh, okay. Very well done, says the king. Oh, thank you so much. This all looks fantastic. You really are a very handy person to have around. Hard-working, dedicated, and completely lacking any moral compunction about ruthlessly exploiting the natural world for material gain. Yay! Is that a compliment? It's a slightly weird veiled compliment. That's all I have in store for you at the moment, but I do hope that we will be able to work together again. Until next time, toodaloo! Oh, the king said toodaloo. Okay, I can imagine him doing a little kind of fun wave as he says toodaloo. Toodaloo! And also cheerio Mr. Nuts as well. Cheerio, don't forget him, the real star of the show. Okay. Right, okay. Oh, there we go. Scenario completed. I was going to say, is that kind of everything? Okay, hang on. Slow time down in the background. Oh, we can keep playing. Oh, no, that's fine. Okay, I want to go and look at the tower thing. But, yeah, there we go. So we've completed the scenario. And I think, yeah, that sort of sums up everything that we can do in the demo. But, yeah, there we go. So if we actually get into it properly and the sort of... And when's that? Oh, so the next version which is going to appear in the Steam Next Fest on June the 9th, that's going to have the bandits. Okay, so yeah, we didn't see any cheeky bandits this time round. I was expecting cheeky bandits, but there were none of those. And then, yeah, there could be a real threat to your precious economy system. Send out the knight to maybe go and fight the bandits. And, yeah, ooh, you can give the knight an entourage. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, so, yeah, this is not the finished version of the game. We didn't see the bandits, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more resources and everything else going on. However, just before we wrap things up, can we have a look at the tower? Do you know what? I quite like that. That's good. And it's got bunting. I do like a bit of bunting, and I appreciate the colour of the bunting. That's sort of like a nice shade of Geek Cupboard corporate coloured blue. That's very good. But there we go. So there's the King's Tower. The King, I assume, is in there somewhere. I don't know, sitting down or whatever, eating all the food, having a lovely time. And yeah, everybody else is just, working away while the King sits down a bit. But, I guess that's one of the privileges of being a king. And I think, with that done, we will wrap things up for now with our little look at to let them trade, because we have come to the end of the demo. This is sort of what we can do with the game as it is right now. And I've really enjoyed this. It's been a really lovely time. I think what I like the most is that they do just sort out their own kind of trade routes. When we'd have put the cities in and then kind of connected them together, if we had to go, okay, right, over here you need to send 23 units of wood over to here and 22 units of planks over to here, but do that every 3 weeks, that would have driven me a bit mad. And I wouldn't have liked that, I don't think. I think the fact that they just sort of sort it out themselves and just, get the goods to where they need to go eventually, albeit sometimes, slightly slowly, but the fact they just do it on their own is a lot better. I think I like the sort of the hands-off micromanaging approach with that, because if we did have to micromanage, then it would have been awful. It would have been terrible and so fiddly and tedious. Go, now they need 2 more planks. Hang on, let me set that to 2 more planks. Or they need 8 more units of wool now because we put a house in, so let me change that. It just kind of does it all for you, which I think is great. So, yeah, really good, very enjoyable. And, as well as having a little sort of bit of tongue-in-cheek humour there with the king and the squirrel and everything else and, all the sort of silliness about it and the cheeky bandits, it looks really good. I think the appearance of it is really good. It looks amazing. This sort of little sort of almost sort of toy world, which looks very good. But it's all vibrant and colourful. You've got different colours of the cities and the settlements. And there's stuff happening. People are pootling around and people are doing their jobs and such. And of course, don't forget, if you zoom out, then we really are just, playing a board game. We're just playing a board game over here that came out of that box there. There is the Let Them Trade box, which all these bits will go back into in a moment because we're going to finish things up. But there we go. Really enjoyable. Very, very good. And the demo is on Steam right now, I believe. You can go and have a little play of it if you would like to. There is a link to the Steam store page in the video description where you can have a little look at the game and wishlist it and get the demo and all that kind of stuff. But yes, we shall finish things up for now with our look at Let Them Trade. Hopefully you did enjoy this. If you did, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other bits and bobs and nonsense that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. The city of Cupboard, it can be full of geeks, very loyal geeks to me. It's this sort of stripy hill. That's interesting. Oh, Stripey Mountain. Sorry, I downgraded you to a hill. Just really irritate the Norwegians. Everyone had gold. People were lying on beds of gold. They were eating gold. They were trying to wash their hair with gold. There was gold literally everywhere in our empire.